Hey everybody, this is my first second grade video, and it's my Through the Years video. If you haven't seen, click this little, what are they called? Annotations, right here, right there. And that will bring you to my kindergarten video. So sorry about the intro of my kindergarten video. I kept on seeing things on my TV and Facebook stalkers and just everything. And like noises outside and text messages, just a whole plethora of, what are they called? A whole plethora of sidetracking things. So in this video, I will do my first grade. Okay. Well, in first grade, my first grade teacher had a glass eye, and I remember there's two things in first grade that I remember. Number one is that she had a glass eye, and I always thought that she was the weirdest thing because the one eye would never blink, and the other one would always blink. It was so weird. And one time, I forget what happened, but her dog's name was Harley, and her last name was Davidson, so it was Harley Davidson, like the motorcycle, and she did something to her hand, I forget, but she got stitches, and it was from here to here, and she let us feel the stitches, and it was so gross, but I thought it was the coolest thing because her hand was just stitched up and disgusting, and I was into that, like, demented stuff. I was a weird child. Also, I remember that my friend gave me a paper clip, and his last name started with an S, and I remember watching the SpongeBob episode where he was like, S is for SpongeBob and S is for Sandy, so he flipped the paper clip and he made the S out of it. Well, if you remember that, comment down below and tell me, because I'm not crazy and I remember that episode. So, anyway, I took the paper clip from him because I gave it to him and then I took it back because I wanted it back. He wouldn't give it to me, so I hid it in my desk, and he told the teacher that I stole his paper clip. Well, she flipped my desk over because I stole his paper clip, and it was my paper clip in the beginning. But she flipped my desk over and she got the paper clip, and she had this thing called the book, and it was for the bad kids only. Well, she made me write my name in the book and put a check mark next to it, and if you got 3 checks, you wouldn't get like a candy at the end of the what's it called, marking period. What is that banging? Hold on. Do you hear that? Hold on. Look outside with me. This is so weird. Anyway, my neighbors are the weirdest people across the street. My neighbors, I don't know, they're not English. They're Polish or something. No offense to Polish people, but they try to talk to me sometimes, but I never understand what they're saying. And I don't know, they're different. But, oh, they're so weird. If you heard that banging, I'm going to watch this video back, and if I hear that banging, I don't know. They creep me out sometimes. And neighbors, I don't know your names because, well, I know one's is John, or Tristan, I don't know his name. He told me his name was John, but then his mom calls him Tristan or Christian or something, I don't know. So, I don't know your names, but I'm sorry if you're watching this right now. Anyway, back to first grade. So, she made me put my check mark next to it, and I remember if you got 3 check marks, then you would have to, you wouldn't get like a piece of candy at the end of the marking period or at the end of the quarter or something. Something stupid like that. And then second grade. I don't really remember second grade that much. I remember my teacher, and she was really nice, but I hate soda. It makes me all like bubbly inside and I feel sick to my stomach. Sorry, because I was just drinking this, and yeah. I got an iPod video, and they take pretty good videos, but they're really thin and I just knocked you down. I'm really sorry about that. Okay, that's probably going to be like this loud bang on the video, whatever. So 2nd grade, all I remember is my 2nd grade picture and my teacher's name. And I remember I had to stand next to this girl in my 2nd grade picture. It was at 3rd grade. I'm not sure. I think it was 2nd grade. But she wasn't from America. And I remember that she always smelled different. Like she smelled like sausages and burritos or something. And I asked her where she was from, and I could never understand what she was saying. I still to this day don't know what her name was. I don't know, but I always asked her what kind of food her parents made for her, because she always brought like this like tofu stuff. But she wasn't Chinese, she wasn't like Japanese, she wasn't Spanish, she wasn't Puerto Rican. I don't know. But it was this weird stuff. It was like really thick spaghetti, like linguine kind of. And it was like jelly, and it looked like octopus and all this different olives, and I don't know. And I always asked what her parents made her, but she never answered me, and she didn't speak English. Oh, and back to 1st grade, there's this kid, and I taught him English in the 1st grade, and he got held back, but he's in my school now, and he's a year younger than me, and every time I see him, he'll probably like hate me for this video, but every time I see him, I'm like, I taught you English in the 1st grade, and yeah. I feel so special because he speaks like really good English. And yeah. Alright, well, I'll see you next video. So click this annotation for my last video and this annotation for my next video. Alright, bye.